And let me tell you what you had read. I have an announcement to make here. I wasn't going to do this either. I mean, my broadcast partners do not know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. What, you think I shouldn't do this? You don't think I should? All right, here we go. Okay. The last month, if you read Politico or anything that linked to Politico or CNN or ABC or anywhere else, you were reading that it was over for me, that I was bad news for broadcast stations, that they could not sell advertising, and all of this was because of me and the controversy I engender, and therefore I wasn't going to be gone overnight, but 3 to 4 years, and that's it. Fini. Total la completa. Out of there. Gone. Once and for all, the left would be rid of me. And the way this was going to happen was, and we're on 600 radio stations, the way that was going to happen was that a group owner, Cumulus Broadcasting, was going to cancel their contract with me on 35 of their radio stations. And that was going to end my career, because one of those 35 is WABC in New York, and WLS in Chicago, and WMAL in Washington, and WBAP in Dallas, and WJR in Detroit, and other such large markets. And once that happened, sayonara, I'm in everybody's rearview mirror. And this has been going on for a year. We have negotiations with every radio station that carries the program, every group owner. These negotiations just happen to end up in the public. But the media believed everything that was being said because they wanted to. And the image, I guess, that was created was that my heyday was gone. It was over with. And if you listen to me now, you better like it while you can, because you're not going to be able to at the end of the year, because I'm going to be gone. Well, let's see. This is Friday, it's either Wednesday night or Thursday, we completed our negotiations with the Cumulus Broadcasting Company, and there will not be any changes. I will continue to be on their radio stations for the next 3 years. It was really never in doubt, but I don't want to do my own version of negotiating here. But the only change that's going to happen is that on January 1st, we are going to leave WABC and move to WOR in New York. My syndication partner is Clear Channel Communications, and they own WOR. And so we're going to go to our own radio station in New York. And this has been mutually agreed to. The bottom line is no change for you. Wherever you're listening to this radio show today, you're going to be able to hear it on January 2nd, 3rd, whenever I get back from the traditional Christmas break. There will be no interruption to you. There will be no change. The radio program is as strong or stronger than ever. It will be everywhere you are used to listening to it now. If you like this station, you get to keep this station. I am not going to take this station away from you and force you to go to a new one, as Obama's doing with your health care. He said if you like your doctor, you like your plan, you get to keep it. No, you don't. You're going to lose your doctor. You're going to lose your plan. But I am the doctor of democracy. I'm America's truth detector. And as the doctor of democracy, the deal you have with your doctor isn't changing. You get to keep your doctor, you get to keep your plan, you get to keep your station. Nothing's changing. And it really never was going to change. These were just public negotiations, which normally don't occur in public. But the media got involved and everything. So the point is that the past month, in the drive-by media, I was over. It was finished. You better listen while you can, because I was gone. I was ineffective. I was a has-been. It was old news, whatever happened on this program. Then, this morning on CNN, Here comes, you know what else President Obama did? We've got the tape. Wasn't it this interview when the Miami Dolphins, the 72 Dolphins, went to the White House to celebrate their undefeated season? You know what Obama did? One of the teams that the Dolphins beat, I think it was in the Super Bowl that year, was the Redskins. And he actually said the name. He actually uttered a racist, bigoted, mean-spirited name when talking about the team from Washington. He actually called them the Redskins. This had to tick off a bunch of people on the left, the multiculturalist goons and so forth. At any rate, this interview today, he blamed me. After a month of being irrelevant, after a month of being almost over, after a month of being a has-been, after a month of salad days are behind me, the President of the United States, who, if anybody is not being listened to anymore, it's him. If anybody is tiring people out, it's him. If anybody who, at least making speeches, has become irrelevant, he's done it too much. He's been out there too often. He's been saying the same old thing over and over. Nothing is changing. Everything is getting worse. We've got documentation in the form of news stories today about how the economy is literally getting worse, and it's bad. Home starts, any other number of things. Today, I am back to being his number one obstacle. Your host, the doctor of democracy, El Rushbo. For the past month, a has-been, and I should just go ahead and resign while I'm at the top, they all said. Now I'm back to being the number one obstacle. The President of the United States seems to think that I'm something more than relevant. Seems to think that I'm something more than an entertainer. The President has blamed me more than he blames Boehner or McConnell or anybody else in the Republican organizational chart. The President says the Excellence in Broadcasting Network is single most powerful force in Republican/conservative politics today. The media narrative a few weeks ago was that I was over and irrelevant. Now, who do I sue for whiplash? Who do you sue for whiplash? Do you realize what happened today here? I just leapfrogged over George W. Bush, over the Republican Party, over the Speaker of the House. I leapfrogged over the rich. I am at the top of the enemies list. Anyway, welcome, folks. Great to have you here. And yeah, that'll suffice as an official announcement for what's going to happen. I was talking to my broadcast partners about, say, how do you want to announce this? I said, I don't know. Because it's the only thing making it worth announcing is the lies that have been told about it in public. So I said, we got three choices. We could put out a press release. I could do it on the radio, or we could just wait for it to leak. And I said, it'll happen the way it's supposed to happen, the way everything else does with me. It'll happen by virtue of improv. I will know when the right time is to make hay out of this. And so today appears to be the day. So yes, that suffices as an official announcement. I suspect now elements and members of Drive-By Media are feverishly scurrying around trying to find evidence I'm lying about it. You wait. It's almost in the cards.